So this session will consist of two parts. Let me give you a very basic introduction to meditation, and then we will practice a session after a short break. Meditation, the terminology is quite known, and everyone has some kind of an idea as to what meditation is all about. But let me elaborate that slightly. The English word meditation, it derives from the French word meditation. The origin of meditation runs back to Vedic, the Indian traditions, the Hindu traditions, thousands of years, and it somehow got across to the western part of the world in the 19th century, and today it is quite a popular practice. They do meditations in all the places, in schools, colleges, universities, and even in the police stations. The police officers, they practice a session of meditation, of mindfulness before they go on the patrol. What is really meditation? Because the definition is that it's a practice of a technique in order to focus your mind on an object or an activity or some kind of a concept. But there are many types of meditation. I'm sure you may have heard from the Hindu traditions. You have the Patanjali, the yoga traditions, the chakras, and there is also transcendental meditation invented by Maharishi Mahesh, which is also called mantra meditation. Then you have various types emanating from Vaisheshika, Yoga, Nyaya, Uttaramimansa, Purvamimansa. These are all meditations that are said to be benefiting the people who are practicing them. Then there is Zen meditation, what they call meditation on nothing, and also Buddhist meditation. As you know, Sri Lanka is a place which has preserved Theravada tradition, Buddhist tradition, and Buddhist tradition teaches us 40 types of samatha meditation, or meditation on tranquility. You call them kasina, asubha, anusati, or meditation on Brahma Vivarana. There are 40 types. And then you also have vipassana, and that is called insight meditation, going in depth in your search for life and existence. Now the question is, you have so many types of meditations available, and which one will suit me? And that is where you probably need a teacher, and then do a little bit of experiment with you and try out various types of meditation which you think will find you in the place that you are looking for. The question is, why meditation? Why do you want to meditate, irrespective of what it is? One reason as to why it went across to the Western countries is the recognition of the fact that um, the human suffering. The word suffering is fairly heavy, but I can make it a bit simple. You will better understand if we identify as stress, anxiety, worries, anger, hatred, depression, jealousy, you name it. These are all human conditions that cause suffering one way or another. Although we see people smiling, although we see people with lot of material gains, although we see people whom we think have reached pinnacle of success, inside them there is or there could be so much of suffering which we don't know. And this is one reason why most of the people are now taking to meditation. And there are so many places in the world. There are very popular places like Amaravati in London, Plum Village in Paris, Natko Nanachat in Thailand, also Rishikesh in India. These are very popular places. And even in Sri Lanka, you have a number of places where meditation is conducted, and a lot of people are taking part in this. Why meditation? Is because of, as I said before, the recognition that we need to find a way out of this mental stress. It's because we spend our entire life, probably you might not know, we spend our entire life thinking and thinking and thinking. And when you really analyze of what you are really thinking, most of what you are thinking is useless. It has no purpose. It's all about what has happened or what is going to happen, and they are not realistic and they are not really true. But somehow people have become a kind of slaves to their minds, and that is the reality that drives them to practice some kind of a meditation one way or another. So in a way we are prisoners to this mind-driven story all the time. Either you are in the past or you are in the future, and that causes a lot of suffering, with which you will probably come to realization that there is something else that I need to see, that there is something else that I need to practice in order to get out of this prison. So meditation is essentially an inward outside journey or outside inward journey. It's looking at a subject-object reality, or taking a hard look at yourself, not necessarily your story, but yourself, your thoughts, sensation, emotions, and see whether you can find your real self in any of those. So this is a basic introduction to meditation, and what we are planning to do is that we will take a short break, and then we'll go for a session, a real life meditation practice, which we call a guided meditation, and that is what I have chosen to do with my audiences, and see how you will have a real life experience through a meditation. Thank you, and we will see you shortly.